Hi, I'm Khan, the Video Game Hunter. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Without further ado, this is my Sega Genesis collection. I don't have many Sega Genesis games in my collection. However, the few that I have are ones that I have played, and they're really hard to find in Canada. So, without further ado, let's get started on the collection. So, the first game I have is Separations of Anxiety. So, basically, you're Spider-Man and Venom, and you basically fight off all these characters. There's Carnage, there's a woman Carnage, and other bad guys. So, it's a two-player game. It's really cool. You can use passwords, and those passwords can unlock the levels that you start from. This Mickey Mouse game, Fantasia. So it's an okay game. Wasn't particularly my favorite. The next game is Mystic Defender. Really cool game. I love the artwork on this. That's the title right there. And one of these things I really liked about Sega was they had all these like smaller title companies, but they put out some fantastic gameplay. The next game I have is Wrestlemania. Unfortunately, this Wrestlemania, the sticker is a little messed up, but nevertheless, it had some great characters, as you can see there. Ultimate Warrior's there is my favorite guy. Papa Shango's a guy. As you know, I do also collect WWE action figures, and totally off topic, but Papa Shango is really hard to find. Next game is Lethal Force. I got this a long time ago. I think I paid a couple bucks for this at a yard sale. And once again, it was the artwork that sold me. Just the artwork is phenomenal on these games. Next game is Fatal Fury 2. My utmost favorite game of all time on the Sega Genesis is Golden Axe. So that's Golden Axe right there. This was a strange game. It's also available, I believe, on the Super Nintendo, Kings of Monsters. So basically, you're a bunch of monsters fighting it out, dueling it out. Not like Mortal Kombat, but it's like, how do I explain this? It's a bunch of guys, it's like a city, and you basically fight in it. It's like one of those Godzilla type games, but not really Godzilla type games, but a great game. I kick myself in the butt every single time. I used to have this game complete in box, Shinobi. When I first got collecting video games, I got rid of it for like $10 to a store. I do know it has some price. The price has gone up a little when it was complete in box, but nevertheless, I do have a loose copy. Next game is Super Smash TV. So I recently acquired this, I believe last year on the Super NES. Unfortunately, this has label damage, but Strider 2, I don't really want to peel this off. I believe this was a Blockbuster labeled long time ago, and they peeled it off the original owner. So that is Strider 2. Great game, Streets of Rage. This is part 1. Love this game. X-Men 2 for Sega. Not for resale, Streets of Rage 2. I don't know if this has a lot of value, but I did purchase it because it was in the States. Some guy came to the store. He said, "Can I sell these games off?" I think they were giving him pennies that time to the dollar to the game. I think they offered him 75 cents. I told him I'd give him like $3, and we called it a deal. So some of those stores in the States, they're kind of all over with prices. Sometimes they give you really lowball prices, so it's always nice to ask if you can go outside and purchase the game. So next game is X-Men. So that's just what it's called, X-Men. Some of these X-Men games are quite hard to pass, so I haven't passed this game. It was quite a hard one for me. Next game is Alien Storm. I've had this game for a long time. I actually prefer this more on the Sega Genesis than the Super Nintendo, but it is my favorite game. It's Maximum Carnage. As you can see, the theme of this is I do like a lot of Marvel stuff. So a lot of X-Men related games here. The only game that I actually have, well, I used to have another game of this, but the only game I particularly kept was Sonic Pinball or Spinball. I did have Sonic 2, 3, and 1, but I just got rid of them. It's probably the commonest game, and I'm not a big fan of Sonic, but there's this game in particular I really liked. I was more of a Super Mario fan, but over the years I've gotten to love Sonic on the GameCube. Next game is Dick Tracy. And one of my all-time, and when I say all-time because I have a very small Sega Genesis collection, favorite game, I spent quite a lot of money off a guy where I used to work, is The Punisher. And The Punisher is a really expensive game. I did see it complete in box once a couple of years back for $300, but I didn't pull the trigger. And then when I had to buy this loose game, it paid quite a lot of money. But this, if you haven't played this game, guys, please purchase this game. It is super fun. So in terms of box games, I don't really have many. For Sega, I only have 7. So these are the following games. Most of them are not complete. So the first game I have is Ghouls and Ghost. Not particularly my favorite game, just because it's so hard. In the comments, let me know if someone has passed this without any cheats. The next game I have is Dashing Desperados. So this is an approved Sega import. I guess this is one of the few games that is complete that I have. The next game is Predator 2. A really strange movie for its time, but it was a nice one. That's the back artwork. I've seen some YouTube play, like some people that were really good and passed this game really fast. I didn't get really far in this game. It is quite a hard game, but a fun one indeed. The next game I have, once again, is a strange one, is Saint Sword. So, Mubs, the Game Hunter, he has a small YouTube channel. I got this off of him a few years back for a deal. Next game I have is Shinobi 3. Return of the Ninja Master. I believe this one I have is complete. So that's a great game. Once again, I haven't passed this game. A lot of the games on Sega, I didn't play as much as I did on Super Nintendo. So a lot of my Super Nintendo games I've passed, or I've played through a lot of them. But for the Genesis, I've played some of them, but the preferred choice has always been Super Nintendo. But because of these few selected games, I've kept them. The next 2 games are probably my favorite games. I love this next game. Really fun game. It's quite hard, but I had you can get multiple endings in this, which I really liked. Which is Splatterhouse 2. Splatterhouse 3, I mean. The artwork is fantastic. I can not emphasize this more, that Sega did the best job with their boxes and artwork. And the last game, which I really love, there's 23 teams you can play in, and every team is a little different, is Mutant League Hockey. So I live in Canada. This is Canada's national sport, hockey. I think they should make this on the PS5 or the PS4 if they can, like just with the 16-bit graphics, and then make a new game that you can play again. But fantastic game. That's the back artwork. So like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching.